Welcome, Warmongers, it's time to fight. As you see, it is Blood Moon once again. We got the Horde coming in. We're on day 14, and we're going to start off with some arrow action. Now, I did go into this Horde night in a lot better shape than I went into the last one. I got 350 of the iron arrows. I got like 150 of 9mm ammo, 80 shotgun shells, about 150 of the 7.62 ammo, and then probably another 100 of the high-powered 7.62 ammo. I just upgraded to a level 5 machine gun, so looking pretty sharp at this point. But so far so good, just handling it with the arrows, but want to go ahead and play with all my weapons, so I'm going to switch out for the shotgun here. Now, if you see this is 4 blocks away from where they come up to where my fighting position is, so it makes it pretty easy to do damage with the shotgun. If you get much further than that, the game does calculate for the spread of the buckshot, and you end up not doing a whole lot of damage. Now, I haven't tried the shotgun slugs yet, so we'll see. Maybe after I do that, maybe that'll work a little bit better. We'll try that for the next Horde night. I'm hoping that that'll be some good ammunition for exploding heads, but I don't see the shotgun as super effective at this point in time, because one round at a time with that slow reload action, it's not great, and you have to be up to like level 61 or something like that to be able to make the fully auto machine gun or the fully auto shotgun. So there is a pump action shotgun that's probably a little bit quicker, that comes around at like 21, but I'm still nowhere near there. I think I'm at like level 7 on the shotguns. So I did throw this block down here in the hopes that I'd get a chance to melee a little bit more, but I'm not really getting the results, so I figure I'll go ahead and test a Molotov cocktail for the first time. Never actually used one before, so I had played on the old legacy version of the Xbox before version 1 came out, and like, it's a new item to me. So yeah, having fun with the Molotov cocktails, and then just flipping through my guns so I don't run out of any particular ammo. That way, if I get to a point where I need something in particular, I've got it ready. And of course, you get thirsty, you get hungry. Killing zombies is tough work. You got to stay fresh and stay hydrated and stay fed. So as you can see, I am getting some loot bags dropping down there, just hoping that they don't get destroyed by the zombies landing on them. So keep going, back to the pistol, and I'm getting ready to change it up here. I want to put another block or two out there because I really wanted to melee more during this Horde night. I do see there's more zombies running in, and at this point we're about a third of the way through the Horde night. It's just a non-stop stream, just kill, kill, kill. Of course, this is a drop base, not quite AFK, because they can actually get all the way across periodically, even without that crate there. But I put the crate there because I'm hoping, or sorry, I guess they call them building blocks now. But I'm hoping to get fight a few more of them. I think somewhere around here I'm going to add another block out there, and then I actually get to do some real melee. But until then, I'm still just like flipping between the guns, taking my shots, getting the kills. You can see on the side where the XP is popping up. Every time it pops up, I got another kill. But they usually get like 2 or 3 trips depending on which zombie they are back up. So there we put the second one out. I mentioned this was coming, and here we go. Now I get to bust out with the pipe baton and just start racking them in the head, and then switch out to the spear. And they stop coming across for a minute, so I switch to the arrows. Of course, as soon as I switch back to the arrows, they come again. So busting out with the spear again. Now, I'm not really worried about them if they come across one at a time, but once they start stacking, then there's the chance that they could get in and get on top of the base. Now, the base, I do have the scaffolding ladders up there too, so I'd be able to damage them up there, but I would be a little bit worried that they could damage the hatch and get inside and fight me. And it's kind of close quarters. My square in here is about 3 by 3 that I have room to fight. No, maybe a little bit bigger than that. Maybe like 4 by 4, something like that. but it does give me some room that if I had to fight in here I could, but it's not going to be the optimal situation. So right back to the arrows. I mean, they are the ammunition that I have the most of, and you can see we're here a little over halfway through the Horde Night, and I still have 270 arrows. This is like going smooth as can be. Cycling through the different weapons, so I use different amounts of ammo, is actually working out pretty good. And then I get some more to come across to catch a little melee. And you'll notice the LeBron James dude here on the left, he actually just came across the pillars. So they are able to get across the pillars. I just put the blocks out to make it easier for them. But at the same time, there's still pillars out there that they have to balance on to come across. So it does still limit the amount that are going to come over, so I'm not overwhelmed in the melee. I have a feeling though that when I goose it up to nightmare running speed, that they'll be able to cover so much distance that that'll be a lot different. Now, as you can see, they are stacking up here once again, so gotta knock them down. I haven't put the wedge blocks at the top yet that'll push them back down if they get up there, because they kind of be in my way when I'm coming into the base. The only entrance that I have to the base is by stacking the building blocks coming up to the front. I didn't want a clear path to get to the base because I didn't want there to be a clear path that they can use to get to the base other than going through my drop obstacles here. So as you can see, it's still working perfectly. They're coming up, they're using the ramp, they're using the ladders, they're coming across, and then they're just falling. And the blocks that I put out there so I could do a little bit of melee's working. But I decided to go ahead and just like pop a couple in the face with the pistol, see what kind of damage the pistol can do at point blank range like that. Chop a couple up with the axe, blast this dude with the shotgun and completely miss at point blank range. Go figure how I could do that. So got 3 more, nailing them with the spear for some melee damage. And then flipping back to the iron arrows. I'm going to be working on getting the flaming arrows and nice loot bag right in front of me. I'm going to be switching out to the flaming arrows and the exploding arrows here. Just unlocked all of those, so I haven't really had time to craft any of them yet. But yeah, they're going to be my toys for the next Horde night, so I can explode some zombie heads. More loot bags dropping. So this, as you can see, this base makes a really smooth Horde night. You can melee if you want. If you don't want to, you can actually just like leave those blocks out. I literally put them in so I could melee. But if you don't want to melee, you can just let them climb up and fall down, climb up and fall down, and just shoot them in between to get your XP here and there. So it actually works really effective if you're not much of a melee fighter. I kind of like doing both, so I'm like okay with both. When I'm out on the prowl, looting, and running missions, I'm perfectly fine to melee with them. I actually really like using the iron pipe baton. That pipe baton like really works well. It seems to knock them down or knock them back. A couple things that I'm looking forward to are like the baseball bat that actually knocks them back a square, and the stun baton that'll like stun them when I hit them, so I can get my second hit in before they can even move. So that'll be awesome. But right back to the arrows. Then let's use the axe to kill the nurse, get her body out of the way, take on LeBron. Then I got Dennis the Menace over here, another LeBron, and then back to shooting. It's like ducks in a gallery. And like right here, you can see as it like pans down, they have managed to take out one of the blocks and 2 of the ladder portions on that section. And what I don't know at this point, but I'll find out as soon as I go to do my repairs after the Horde night, that was actually the last ladder. So hopefully they all would have like retreated to coming up the ramp instead of like trying to hurt my base. I don't know, because I've never been in that position. I literally gave them 6 ladders to come up plus the ramp, and they're still managing to damage the ladders. So it will be nice once I mean, if I had thought about it, I would have used all the concrete just for repairing those ladders. But I put the concrete here in front of my fighting position so I could do some melee fighting instead. Now, if you notice that machine gun, again, 22 rounds because I've got the extender mod on there. So the slow reload process isn't really that big of an issue, because if I'm like doing 1 or 2 round bursts,